Lily, the female delivery worker, was splashed with water by a passing car while delivering food. Soon after, she saw an elderly woman lying in front of the car. Lily knocked on the car window and scolded the driver for being heartless. However, as the driver started the car, the elderly woman quickly stood up and ran away. Lily realized that the woman was a scam artist. The driver rolled down the window and sarcastically told her she had no brains, then drove off. This driver was actually CEO Felix. He entered the company and was about to take the elevator when Lily also stepped into it. Felix ordered her to get out because the elevator was for the CEO's use only and others were not allowed. At that moment, the elevator malfunctioned and shook violently. Lily accidentally fell and kissed Felix. Then both of them lost consciousness. When Lily woke up, she found her soul had entered Felix's body. She slapped assistant Tom. When the doctor tried to touch the boss, she slapped him too. Then she pulled back the curtain and saw her own body, but Felix's soul was inside it. They both screamed, realizing they had accidentally swapped souls. At that moment, Tom told the boss that there was an important meeting in the afternoon. The boss ordered Lily to attend the meeting in his place. Although Lily was reluctant, she agreed when he promised her $150,000. When Felix arrived at the company and sat down in the meeting room, his business partner Michael looked at the girl in front of him and asked, "Who are you?" Felix quickly stood up, and Lily hurried to the seat, apologizing to Michael. "Sorry, she is my new assistant. She doesn't understand the rules." The meeting began, and the employees proposed a promotional plan for men's underwear. Michael asked the CEO for suggestions on promoting the underwear, and Lily replied, "I suggest hiring some muscular male models to wear the underwear and walk the runway." When Michael raised objections, Lily climbed onto the conference table and began to take off the suit jacket. She was about to remove her shirt to show off the muscles, but Felix pulled her down from the table. In retaliation for her reckless behavior, Felix also started to undress. Lily, not to be outdone, shouted, "If you dare take it off, I'll do the same." During the argument, the boss was accidentally pushed into the meeting room, disheveled, with his chest and shoulders exposed. Michael was very angry, thinking that the boss Felix didn't take the cooperation seriously, and decided to cancel the partnership on the spot. Felix's fiancée Rose came to the company, slapped Lily, and accused her of stealing her fiancé, not knowing that her fiancé's soul, Felix, was inside Lily's body. Lily ran over, feeling sorry for her face being slapped. Rose took out a video of them kissing in the elevator, but Felix explained, "Our kiss was an accident, and he will break off the engagement with you soon." Lily told Rose, "I'm a playboy, and I have smelly feet and even a receding hairline. Do you still love me?" Rose angrily left. Later, Felix officially joined the company, becoming a female assistant and subordinate to Tom. Lily's ex-boyfriend Alan also worked at the company. When he saw her, he walked over, mocking her for still being obsessed with him and telling her to leave the company. Felix smashed his phone and slapped him hard. Alan asked the boss for help and mocked Lily for being just a lowly delivery worker. His words enraged Lily, and using the CEO's body, she decided to fire Alan. Alan knelt on the ground and begged, but Lily said, "You want to stay at the company? Fine, but your position has changed. Go clean the toilets." Alan was stunned. Felix and Lily started living together. Felix was about to take a shower, but Lily buttoned up the clothes, not allowing him to touch her body. After discussing it, she suggested she help him shower. Felix complained that she undressed too slowly and took off the coat himself. Lily blushed and quickly wrapped her body with the coat. Felix's mother, Emma, happened to witness this, and the three of them froze. Emma told her son, "I don't approve of you dating her because she's just a poor delivery girl." Lily angrily asked, "Why look down on delivery workers?" To prevent them from being together, Emma decided to stay at her son's house for a night. She cooked a bowl of soup for him, but when she opened his bedroom door, she saw him watching videos of sexy men. She screamed, mistakenly thinking her son was gay. The next day, Emma gave the girl $150,000 and took her hand. She begged the girl to stay with Felix forever. To gain sympathy, Emma took off her sunglasses to reveal dark circles under her eyes, as she hadn't slept all night, worrying that her son might be gay. She urged Lily to marry Felix today and offered $700,000 as a reward. When Lily saw the large sum of money, she was overjoyed and immediately agreed to get married. She took Emma's hand and called her mother. After they got their marriage certificate, Felix received a call from the hospital informing him that Lily's mother's condition had worsened. Lily rushed to the hospital. After emergency treatment, her mother was out of danger. Her mother told the boss, "Lily is a pitiful child. After I divorced her father, he remarried. Soon after, her father passed away, and her stepmother has been bullying her." Lily couldn't help but cry, and Felix had to explain to her mother, "My boss is a sentimental person." The boss finally understood that Lily's love for money was to help pay for her mother's medical bills. As they left the hospital room, they were spotted by Lily's stepmother, Olivia. Olivia recognized the man with Lily as the famous billionaire and decided to exploit Lily for money. She brought her son Bruce to Lily's company, holding a loudspeaker and shouting, "Lily is an unfilial daughter who abandoned her mother and brother." She demanded Lily pay $150,000. Alan told the boss, "Lily's whole family are scammers. She tricked you before." Using the CEO's body, Lily scolded Olivia and Bruce and even knocked Bruce to the ground. A video of the incident was filmed and went viral online, causing a heated debate. The company's board members criticized Felix for being too reckless and told him that if he didn't secure an important new project, he would have to give up his inheritance and leave the company. Lily felt guilty, thinking that she had been too impulsive and caused trouble for the boss. However, Felix wiped away her tears and comforted her. "It's okay. As long as we switch our souls back, I can still secure that project." They came up with several methods to switch their souls back and decided to try them all. They entered the elevator, sitting close together. Just then, Felix's assistant passed by. The assistant pretended not to see anything and hurriedly ran away. This method didn't work, so they decided to try the second method, electrocution. After being electrocuted, their hair stood on end like exploded hair, but their souls still didn't switch back. Later, they tried casting a spell with a talisman, but it failed too. There was only one method left, kissing. Lily felt shy, but the boss pushed her onto the couch and kissed her. But they still failed. In an attempt to save the important project, they invited the male boss to dinner, but the boss was gay and was deeply attracted to the handsome Felix. When he held Lily's hand, Felix punched him several times. The male boss was left bruised and furious, vowing he would never sign a contract with Felix. The next day, the CEO was scolded by the shareholders. At that moment, Felix's uncle entered the meeting room. Lily immediately recognized him as Jack, who had been her senior in school. Jack said, "I have signed a new project that can completely replace the original one, with lower risks and higher returns." Felix also entered and said, "This is the risk assessment report for the company we originally intended to cooperate with. Their financial chain broke a month ago, so CEO Felix made the right decision." The shareholders praised Felix for his wisdom in saving the company from losses. Suddenly, Lily took Jack's hand and leaned on his shoulder, saying, "I miss you so much." Jack was shocked and didn't know how to respond. Then he wanted to shake hands with the junior Lily because he had secretly had feelings for her since high school. But at this moment, the soul inside her body was Felix's, so Felix didn't care about him and left with Lily. However, Lily was reluctant to part with Jack, turning around to smile and say goodbye to him. Felix suddenly had a stomachache, and Lily told him it might be due to the period. Felix was stunned because there were no sanitary pads at home. Lily went out to buy them for him. He wanted to ask how to use them, but accidentally sent the message to Jack instead. Jack, upon hearing that Lily was on her period, sent her some brown sugar water to help with body recovery. Lily was touched that her senior was still so considerate, but Felix ignored Jack and pulled Lily inside the house. Felix was in pain due to the period, so Lily rubbed his stomach for him. At that moment, Jack sent a message, and though Lily wanted to look, Felix grabbed her phone. While they were playfully fighting for the phone, Felix accidentally knocked Lily over, and they both froze. The next day, Jack brought a hot soup, but Felix disdainfully threw it straight into the trash. The new female general manager, Maria, arrived. She had been Lily's classmate in high school. As soon as Maria saw Felix, she happily took his arm. They were childhood friends, and their relationship had always been good. But Lily slapped Maria's hand away and ordered her to stay away. Maria was angry. She warned Felix to stay away from the boss and pretended that Felix had pushed her down. To provoke Felix, Lily deliberately supported Maria. Maria gave Felix a necklace, reminding him to wear it at the weekend class reunion because she had intentionally bought a fake one to embarrass Lily. A few days later, Felix attended the class reunion for Lily. The classmates laughed, thinking Lily's necklace was a fake. Felix responded, "The necklace Maria gave me is indeed fake, so I bought a real one myself." The classmates didn't believe Lily and blamed her for breaking up Maria and Jack's relationship. Jack walked in and said to the classmates, "I never dated Maria because I have always liked Lily." Lily heard these words through Felix's earpiece and froze. Jack took Felix's hand and led him away, confessing his love for Lily. He said he didn't want to miss her anymore, but Felix removed the Bluetooth earpiece and told him, "No one waits forever. Once you miss it, it's gone." He showed the marriage certificate and told Jack, "Sorry, I'm already married." Lily happily drank some wine because she had always thought she had a one-sided crush on Jack, but now she realized they both liked each other. She told Felix, "When we switch back, I'll divorce you, and then I can be with Jack." Felix felt a bit jealous, grabbed her wine glass and drank it all. Lily was speechless, thinking he was too petty. Her ex-boyfriend, Alan, begged Lily to speak on his behalf and help him get a new position, but Felix refused and scolded him as a sycophantic man. Alan prepared to harm Felix, but Jack and Lily arrived just in time. Jack kicked open the door and stopped Alan. Felix took advantage of Alan's distraction, kicked him, and punched him. Lily pushed Jack away and hugged Felix tightly to comfort him. She was furious and threw the leather shoe at Alan. Felix advised her to stay calm and pulled her away. Jack warned Alan, "From now on, you're completely banned from this industry." Back home, Lily helped Felix apply medicine. Felix thought she was concerned about him, but she said, "I'm only concerned about my body." Lily praised Jack for looking handsome today, as he had kicked the door open to save her. Felix got jealous and told Lily, "You and Jack can never be together because I told him you're already married." To get back at Felix, Lily deliberately pressed on his hand injury, making him cry out in pain. Alan was about to be sued by Lily, and he was terrified. He turned to Jack for help, offering him a hotel room keycard and telling him he could help Jack get Lily. Jack hesitated because he really wanted to be with Lily. Felix saw a cup of coffee on his desk and was happy, thinking it was a peace offering from Lily. However, after drinking it, he gradually lost consciousness and was taken to the hotel by Alan. Jack arrived at the hotel room but found no one on the bed. It turned out that Lily had just had dinner at the hotel and saw Alan leading Felix to the room, so she secretly entered the room and took Felix home. Under the effect of the aphrodisiac, Felix knocked Lily onto the bed, unbuttoned her tie, and kissed her. The next morning, Lily woke up and realized she and Felix had finally switched their souls back. When she looked in the mirror, she suddenly noticed her face had become much rounder. Weighing herself, she found she had gained 3 kilograms, which made her furious at Felix. A few days later, when Felix returned home, he found Lily was missing. He saw the note she left behind saying she planned to divorce him soon. He felt very sad. Jack prepared to return to the US and suggested Lily go with him, but Lily refused. Although she had once liked Jack, her English wasn't good, so she didn't want to go abroad to rely on him. She wanted to stay at Felix's company and be independent. Before leaving, Jack gave Lily a hug and said, "I'm sorry, I wish you happiness." The debt collectors came to find Lily and told her that her stepmother and brother had incurred a huge amount of usury debt. They threatened that she must pay it on their behalf. One of the collectors grabbed Lily's hand, but she bit his hand. Enraged, he raised his hand to hit her, but Felix stopped him. Felix told them that he had already called the police, which frightened the 2 debt collectors, and they hurriedly left. While playing mahjong, Lily's stepmother Olivia told her friends that she had borrowed $150,000 in usury loans under Lily's name so that her son Bruce could have money for his wedding. Lily overheard everything and walked up to Olivia, slapping her twice. Lily told her, "I can give you the $150,000, but you must sign this agreement first to sever all ties with me. Once you sign it, I will have no further connection with you." Olivia, eager to get the money, happily signed the agreement. Lily planned to move out of Felix's house, but his mother, Emma, suddenly arrived. Emma secretly asked Lily if their sex life was normal. Felix leaned in and answered for Lily, "It's very normal." To avoid raising his mother's suspicions, they slept in the same bed, with Felix tightly holding Lily. The next morning, Lily entered Felix's office and saw a strange woman sitting in his chair. The woman introduced herself as Felix's fiancée, Anna. Lily was speechless, not understanding why he had so many fiancées. Anna said, "Felix's grandfather and my grandfather were close friends, so when we were children, our grandfathers arranged a marriage between us. Even though he married you, you are just his pastime." Just then, Felix walked into the office and Anna immediately walked up to him and linked arms. Lily felt a twinge of jealousy and wanted to leave, but Felix stopped her. He pushed Anna's hand away and hugged Lily, saying, "The arranged marriage was just a joke. You don't have to take it seriously. Please don't try to stir up trouble between me and my wife." Lily smiled because she was pleased with his answer. Anna said, "I was just joking. I'm here to discuss business cooperation. I hope we can work well together." That evening, Maria was kidnapped by Anna. Anna had a strong possessiveness over Felix, so she didn't allow any other women to get close to him. She touched Maria's face and poured sulfuric acid on it. In the following days, Anna deliberately spread rumors in the company, claiming that she and Felix had been betrothed for a long time, but Lily had stolen him and married him. Colleagues began gossiping, calling Lily a shameless mistress who had interfered in someone else's relationship. To defend Lily, Felix publicly held her hand and said, "Yes, Lily and I are married, and our marriage has been recognized and blessed by our elders. If I hear any more rumors in the future, there will be severe consequences." Lily was moved and finally smiled. Seeing how close they were, Anna became very jealous. She gave Lily an important designer manuscript and told her that it was the only copy and must be carefully kept. Lily placed the manuscript in her drawer and left work. However, Anna secretly tore the manuscript apart while Lily was gone. The next day, Lily couldn't find the manuscript. The designer scolded her harshly and decided to cancel the cooperation. The colleagues criticized Lily for being irresponsible and causing such a big mess. Anna apologized to the designer and offered to pay the full penalty for the breach of contract. However, Lily didn't accept Anna's compromise solution and decided to resign, packing up her things and leaving the company. When Felix returned to the company after his business trip, he found that all of Lily's things were gone from her desk. Female employee Eva told him that Lily had resigned and explained everything that had happened in the last 2 days. Felix decided to check the surveillance footage from the previous day, but a male employee told him that the power was cut off after work the day before. Then, Anna came to Felix's office, and he questioned her about stealing the manuscript. She denied it, but Felix produced the surveillance video and said, "You turned off the company's circuit breaker early, but when the company was under maintenance last year, an additional circuit was added, and a security camera caught you stealing the manuscript." He demanded that Anna publicly apologize to Lily, or he would send the surveillance video to the media, exposing her bad character. The next day, Anna published her apology letter, admitting that she had stolen the manuscript and offering to resign in disgrace. As she was about to leave the company, she received a call from a man who said he could help her completely deal with Lily. He took off his mask, revealing his face, and it turned out to be Lily's ex-boyfriend, Alan. Felix's birthday arrived, and Lily had prepared a gift for him. When he opened the box and saw the note that read, "I love you, I want to have children with you," he became a little shy and couldn't help but laugh. He tied the necktie Lily gave him and reminded her to come home early that night. The sales clerk from the necktie store called Lily and told her that the greeting card might have been misplaced, but she didn't pay much attention, as Felix seemed happy when he received it earlier. That night, Felix changed into a bathrobe and even purposely showed off his chest muscles. He told Lily that he could fulfill her wish that night. She was thrilled and took his hand, saying, "Really? My wish is for a raise." Felix froze, looking puzzled. In order to pursue Lily, Felix invited her to dinner. He gave her a rose, cut her steak, and even picked up a napkin to wipe her mouth. Lily asked why he was acting so differently today, and he answered, "Because I'm chasing you." Lily shyly smiled. Alan told Anna, "Lily got me fired. After I got out of prison, no company would hire me. I want to kill her." To help him take revenge, Anna told Felix, "My parents and I are going abroad soon, and this weekend we'll be holding a farewell party. My parents have always liked you, so I hope you and Lily can come to the party." Felix agreed. A few days later, it was Lily and Felix's 100-day wedding anniversary. He pretended to forget and even intentionally avoided her, which made Lily a bit angry. However, when she arrived at the company, she received the confession cards from Felix. He walked slowly towards her in a shower of flower petals, knelt before her, and took out a ring, asking, "Will you marry me?" Lily's eyes filled with tears as she smiled and answered, "I do." He placed the diamond ring on her finger, stood up, and hugged her tightly. After work, they ran into an old beggar on the street. Lily gave the beggar some money, and in gratitude, he held her hand. The beggar said, "You two have exchanged souls before? On the night of the full moon, at midnight, you must share a sincere kiss, or you will both suffer eternal torment." After saying that, the beggar vanished. Back at home, Lily still felt a bit worried, but Felix didn't mind. He walked towards her, wrapped his arms around her waist, and kissed her lips. This time, Lily didn't reject him and kissed him back passionately. 2 days later, Felix took Lily to Anna's farewell party. She wore an elegant dress and walked into the hall holding his arm. When Felix was taken away by Anna's father to talk business, Lily was covered and kidnapped at the party. Her earring fell to the floor. Later, Lily was splashed with water by Anna, and when she came to her senses, she saw Alan approaching her with a long knife. Before leaving, Anna told Lily goodbye forever. Felix noticed Lily was missing and found her earring on the ground. He grabbed Anna by the neck and demanded to know where Lily was. Just as Alan raised the knife to kill Lily, Felix stopped him with a kick, and Alan was subdued by Felix's assistant. Felix untied Lily, and she noticed his hand was injured and bleeding. Lily told him, "I was not afraid, because I believed you would come to save me." He was deeply moved and hugged her tightly. Back at home, Lily tried to apply medicine to Felix's injury. He began to unbutton his shirt, but she felt shy. He knocked her down on the sofa and kissed her. However, they suddenly switched souls. Lily cried out in pain from the injury. She kissed Felix in an attempt to swap back their souls. After realizing it didn't work, she kissed him again. Felix told her it's useless because it's already past midnight. To make Anna to tell the truth, Lily used Felix's body to lure her to a hotel. In bed, Anna accidentally slipped and confessed that she was working with Alan. When she tried to undress the CEO's clothes, Lily pushed her away, stood up, and said, "I've recorded everything." Anna realized she had been tricked and became furious. The next day, the assistant informed Felix that Anna's kidnapping and attempted murder had been exposed, seriously damaging her family's company, and they were on the brink of bankruptcy. Anna came to the company to apologize, but she was refused. She took out a knife and held Lily hostage, unaware that at that moment, Felix's soul was inside Lily's body. Felix quickly grabbed the knife from her and pushed her to the ground. Lily was worried about Felix, but he smiled and comforted her, gently patting her head. After work, Lily returned home to find that Felix had prepared a table of terrible cuisine. She took a bite of scrambled eggs and found eggshells inside. She said to Felix, "We should hurry and switch our souls back, or you'll end up poisoning me." Just then, midnight struck, and Felix immediately kissed Lily, switching their souls back. As he was about to kiss her again, she suddenly felt nauseous and rushed to the bathroom. The next day, Lily told her coworker Eva that she was pregnant. Felix happened to pass by but only heard her say, "Only 7 or 8 months left." He misunderstood and thought that Lily had stomach cancer and only had 7 or 8 months left to live. When he returned home, Lily subtly hinted, "My friend just had a baby, and the baby is so cute." But Felix thought her time was running out, so he replied, "I think we're good, just the two of us, no need for children." Lily felt sad, thinking he didn't want to have children with her. Her morning sickness became more frequent, but Felix thought it was her cancer acting up. He held her hand and said, "Don't be afraid. Even if you only have a few months left to live, I'll never abandon you." Lily then realized he had misunderstood and explained, "I'm not sick. I'm 2 months pregnant, so I'll be giving birth in 7 or 8 months." She held his face and told him he was about to become a father, then gave him a big hug. During her pregnancy, Lily continued studying fashion design, and Felix even thoughtfully massaged her back. One day, she took his measurements and playfully teased him. He picked her up and carried her to the sofa, kissing her deeply. A few months later, Lily became the new head of the design team in the fashion department. She later won first place in a fashion design competition. When she stood up excitedly, she realized she was about to go into labor. Lily was rushed to the hospital, and the pain became unbearable. She suddenly kissed Felix, and they swapped souls again. She handed over the task of giving birth to Felix, who cried out in pain and was pushed into the delivery room by the nurses. Outside the room, Lily cheered him on. "Honey, you can do it."